Personal brand is not only a huge asset, but also a very unique form of capital. Today, it has always been a form of capital, but it used to be very difficult for a businessman, artist, singer, or athlete to break through. Breaking out from obscurity into recognition, and then actually cashing in on that recognition, it was really impossible. It all depended on connections, luck, a stroke of fortune, and of course a lot of talent and hard work, etc. But today, everyone has their own private television, radio, websites, and press in their pocket for free. The only question is whether we will take advantage of it or not. And I didn't take advantage of it during the time that was best and most valuable for me, when I had the most energy and opportunities. Those were my own products. Today, I'm making up for lost time, and I see that a personal brand is not just about money, but about connecting with other people. There's a lot of mission in it. After all, 80 to 90% of the content we creators actually give away. We monetize 10 to 15%, right? Because we can afford to. We don't have warehouses, we don't have staff. These aren't big offices, they're specialists like you. So a personal brand is a huge competitive advantage and a tremendous opportunity today. Plus, I believe a ton of virtual products, because most of life happens in our minds. The movie you watch, the favorite song you listen to, or a long conversation with a close friend, an ebook, a book, games. These are huge fields, worth, I don't know, billions of dollars. Services and products that don't physically exist. These are emotions we experience in our minds. And I think that thanks to technology, thanks to the development of civilization, we will experience much more in our minds. What does that mean? These products are ecological. These products don't recognize borders. These products or services don't need a physical location. So I think it's worth building your own brand, or it's worth selling through your brand. Somewhere out there, your own products, and I think the next step ahead of us is that we'll talk less about selling, because whatever we need to buy, we'll buy. At least that's how I predict the near future, that something else will be in fashion. What will be in fashion is contact with another person. Traveling, exactly, whether physical or not physical. Having some kind of intellectual adventure rather than, buying your 16th jacket. And whether you are visible or recognizable somewhere or not, it means that the message goes one way, but also opportunities start to appear at that moment from all over the world, or from the whole country, or even just from the industry, because building a brand is not about being, a boxer or a famous football player. It's simply about being an expert, a specialist in a given field. It's the opportunity to exchange experiences. It's the chance to say what you do and what you don't do. In addition to being, in my opinion, the best and cheapest form of advertising invented so far, it's also about educating your clients, selecting your collaborators, or even choosing your clients. So I don't see too many downsides, as long as you work through certain issues like hate and so on. But I would build it, I would definitely give myself a chance, and I would also move away from that introverted mindset of I'm afraid or I'm not afraid. I was very afraid too, and I still am, but I just do it. And just like most of us drive cars even though we're afraid, most of us swim, most of us read, write, not everyone had the predisposition. In the same way, I believe that communicating who I am, what I do professionally, what I do privately, is actually something most people can do. I didn't take advantage of this at the right time. I also want to dispel a lot of myths, so to speak. It's worth doing, it's worth trying. That's exactly what's cool, that for years marketing was misleading, that we were actually paying for someone's face, someone famous from a world unrelated to our industry, like an actor advertising tires that has nothing to do with it, or a singer advertising butter. It's inauthentic, but that's how it was for many years. The actor himself is already in costume, that's the truth, he's playing a character. Someone plays James Bond, right? But, well, of course, that's Roger Moore. And so on. So I think authenticity wins. And I think that today, the viewer is actually buying into this authenticity. We are already so... Just watch Jurassic Park, the first part. These days, we laugh more at those dinosaurs than we fear them, because we can see what the technology is like. I'm not saying we're being deceived, or take Indiana Jones, for example. When we watch a movie that's 30 years old, we know it's clunky, right? And I think that marketing from 15 years ago just seems clumsy to us now because we want marketing, but real marketing. So how does it work and how doesn't it work? What are the flaws and what aren't? Paradoxically, you can even make fun of your own product. You can go behind the scenes of a restaurant, a hotel, an auto repair shop, whatever, and show what's really there. We buy from people because we are people. I also did something like this. I created a clothing brand in my own country, but I said it was from Italy. That was a bluff. A lot of commercial brands are built on such bluffs. However, I think that today, a personal brand, or what renowned business people around the world are doing, is different. There's a cool logo, there's a corporation, but the owner comes out in a sweater or a t-shirt. Whether it's Steve or Elon, and says what they have to say. And that's what convinces people. Not just 5 customers, but millions of customers and investors. We buy from people. We want to see the person, even if they have a very large company. Who is behind that company? Yes, socially and mentally, it's about not being alone. It's the ability to verify yourself, the opportunity to meet other people. Besides this enormous intellectual adventure, there are tons of opportunities. Simply put, what the network is doing in the country today, and what I think the network will do very soon, on an international level, will be out of this world. It's like your twin brothers and sisters are alive out there. Absolutely similar, identical, maybe abroad, maybe in another city, maybe just a few streets away. People you can meet thanks to algorithms, because it's probably an algorithm that made you watch this reel right now, or this part of the video. If you're not interested in this at all, right now you'd be watching sports or any other kind of content. So that's what personal branding does, that's what meeting new people does, that's what stepping out of your bubble and your own beliefs does. I don't think so. It's hard to say who should do what, but just like there used to be, today there are websites, but people are using them less and less. Yes, today I think it's more about having an Instagram profile or a YouTube account. Here is where someone really wants to get to know you. They want to get to know you, they want to get to know your product, they want to hear your customers' opinions. That's what social media is. It's absolute democratization of commerce. I can say anything about any product, whether it's Tesla, Rolls-Royce, Bain, a hotel, or even chewing gum. In the past, it was really just a guy in an ad saying something was great, but you basically had to believe in some pose. Today, we watch reviews, meaning 5 journalists or 5 influencers check how it works, how it doesn't work. Of course, some of that content is paid, but in reality, you can write whatever you want. It seems to me that we're getting closer to some kind of source, and I think that we, as social media, are already, at this point, taking over the importance when it comes to the media presence of television, press, or radio. I don't know that yet. I don't know if I want to build it, but I would like to try and see if a similar voice can be found in Germany, in Spain. I don't know, I'm really curious about that, but I think that thanks to it, thanks to the tools, we will absolutely become a global village. We already are when it comes to logistics. You can order any product from China and you'll have that product in Mexico tomorrow or the day after. However, a global village. It will be a wonderful creation, like one big home. I think it's the kind of dream we've thought about not even thought about because we were afraid, but for the last few hundred years or so. Today you can simply take advantage of it. By traveling, doing business, looking for love, friendship, allies or customers, even somewhere out there for your own content. Getting to know a new culture through a person, it's simply wonderful. So I think entrepreneurship can be fantastically combined with lifestyle. In this part of the world where I live, it's absolutely beautiful, from May until around September, but it's good to travel throughout this whole period. During the winter, be on the other hemisphere where there's sun, and it doesn't have to be mutually exclusive at all. You don't have to quit, leave your family. You can go there with your family. You can keep working, developing yourself, playing sports, and so on. So I think the only things that will start to limit us are fear, laziness, and our own imagination. But because plane tickets are getting cheaper and earning opportunities are growing globally, if you can't find a place for yourself in your home, your city, your neighborhood, or even your country, you can leave. Step outside the pattern.